Okay, you guys, I'm going to show you how to draw a room in 1-point perspective. So this should be review from first semester. Remember when we made our city in 1-point perspective? It's the same concept. So you have a point and all of the lines that meet are going to be meeting at that point. So the first thing you want to do when you draw your room is create a square. And this is going to be the shape of your room. So a square is equal on all sides. So I'll make this about 5 by 5 inches. So here's my 5. Stop it there. And then if you don't have a ruler, that's okay. You can just grab a book or something with a flat edge. So this is a book I have. It has a flat edge. And you just kind of eyeball a square. So you're just using it to make a nice straight line. But you guys know how to make a square. And if it looks kind of like a rectangle, that's okay too. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just looking for you to make a room in 1-point perspective. So I have all the sides of my square. That's the first step. Next, I want to draw an X in my square. So in order to do that, I want to connect each of my corners diagonally with a line. So I connected both my corners with the ruler or my straight edge, and now I just create a nice clean line. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the other 2 corners. I don't know what this gunk is on my ruler. I found it in the garage, so I think it might just be like glue or something. I don't know. It's kind of hard, but I don't know what it is, so don't judge me. That's my point right there. So this is where all the lines will meet. Okay, so next I want to take my straight edge and create another square inside my box. And in order to do this, I'm just connecting this line to this line. And honestly, it doesn't matter where you place your square or how big you make it. You can make it really small. You can make it really big. So I'm going to do the same thing here. There's no wrong way to do this. You just need to make sure you're connecting your lines, your diagonal lines. So let's see. Okay. For some reason, this one comes. You want to make sure your lines are meeting. Your corners are meeting at your lines for your wall and your floor. So see how I had my line, it kind of went off like that initially? That's not what I want. I want it to look like this so that it meets right here, like that. Okay, so now you can take your eraser and you can erase these lines. Leave your point because that's your perspective point. Your 1-point perspective point. Okay, so this is our room. Kind of hard to see it, but this is your ceiling. This is your floor. This is your wall. And this is your wall. And then this is like a back wall. Okay, so now I want to draw a window. So remember, we also want to make sure the tops of your window are angled towards the point. So I put my straight edge or ruler on the point right here. And then say I want my window right here. I'll just move it up, but see how I'm keeping my finger on this point on my ruler to keep my ruler on my point. So the top of my window is going to angle towards that point. So I can create a nice little line for the top of my window. And you don't want to create the line going from this line to this line because you're creating a window on this wall. And your window isn't going across your entire wall. I mean, maybe it is. You can do that if you want to. But mine is not. I want to create a nice little small window. So I want to create the bottom of my window, so I want to leave my hand on that part of the ruler, keeping sure that it's anchored on that point, and then you're just gonna kind of pivot your ruler down. It's kind of like when you play basketball and you don't want to travel. You keep one foot rooted and you can move the other one around. So for the top and bottom of your window or your door, if you're putting in a door, you want to make sure it's angled towards your point for the top and the bottom. For the sides, those are just parallel lines that go up and down, so you don't need to angle those anyway. So if you have your ruler this way to make something, it needs to be anchored on the point. If you have your ruler this way, it needs to be parallel with this line of your wall and this line of your wall. So I have my ruler going up and down, so I know it needs to be parallel with all my lines that are going up and down. Now I have a window. All right, so now I'm going to put a bed. So say I have my bed here. This will be the footboard. So I just have a nice little rectangle for the footboard. Can erase that. And now for the bed part, these lines need to angle back towards that point. So every point here angles back. So I have a point here, so I'm going to angle that back towards my point. I have a point here on my shape. Angle that back towards that point. And I have a point here on my shape. I'm going to angle that back towards that point. And a point here on the bottom corner. Okay. So this is the shape of your bed. This is your footboard. This is the side of your bed. This is the top of your bed. All right? You can't see the right side because it's against the wall. You can't really see the back. All right? And then we don't want our bed to be this long and connected to this point, because that looks weird and like you're getting sucked into a black hole. So we're going to take this line, and remember it's going up and down, so we want it to be parallel, and we're going to kind of shift it to the left, and this is going to stop your bed from moving back into space. So see, this is the length of your bed on the side, and on the top of your bed is going to be parallel to this. So now you have the shape of your bed. And you can erase all these lines on the inside, unless you want to see through bed. It's up to you. And then you can put your little pillow and your blanket on there. Okay. So I've been painting a little bit more, so I could put an art easel in my room and put a canvas on it. Alright, what else could I put in my room? I have been hula hooping, so I could put a little hula hoop on the wall, ready to be used. Could put a TV somewhere. Maybe I want to put it on this wall. Remember, it's the angle towards my point. So the top of my TV angle towards the point and the bottom. Okay, so there's my TV. You can put the sides of the TV. Maybe write Netflix on it. No shame. All right, so if you guys have any questions, please reach out to me during my office hours. I just want you guys to be practicing drawing in one point perspective. I hope you guys are doing well and you're safe. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.